What's going on, guys? National Master James Canty III here. We got video 8, Tournament Guidebook. Let's get right into it. Here we go. Today's is called I Can't Move. I Can't Go Anywhere. This is a middle game Zugzwang, and Zugzwang is like, hey, basically, it's your move. You have to step off. If we have two people facing each other and we're staring at each other and one got to step off, basically, you're going to have to do what you don't want to do, even though it's your move. And you have control over it in a way. You actually don't have control. You actually have to move off. So if you look at this position, let's actually see what's going on. This is actually a position from the 2017 Computer Chess Championship. Let me actually check this facts there. Yeah, computer match. It was just a computer match. Actually, it was 2017. But it was Alpha Zero and Stockfish. And in this position, actually, it's black to move right now. Black to move right now. But if you pay attention, just take stock. What is going on right now in this position? Go ahead, take a few seconds, pause the video if you need to. What's going on in this position? Well, let's talk about it. Look at this queen. First off, this is not even a piece. It's a wrap. I mean, G5 and we live, and that's gonna be there forever. It's already like here forever. This is very bad. As you see, the dark squares are weak, and white is definitely taking control of the weaknesses in the dark with the weaknesses of the dark squares in black's camp. So the rook on f6 is taking a dark square, and h6. These are the holes in the position that are already or have been plugged by white here with pieces. So this is pretty tough. And in fact, we also have a lot of pressure on f7. Like, what do you actually do here? You actually have to, as black, you have to kind of shuffle pieces. You would love to have like a bishop you could shuffle back and forth on one diagonal, or a knight that maybe can hop around, or put a knight or something on e6. But this is extremely bad. It's black to move here. And let's say we step off anywhere. Like, if you step off, f7 is going to be hanging with the decisive results. You get mated. You can't move the queen. I mean, you can, but that's just premium face blockage, like 100% natural. So that's just not a move. Queen takes f6 is no good. You also have a4, c4, these other moves, I guess. But here's what Stockfish did. Stockfish said, hey, bro, I don't know what to do. I'm getting crushed. So d5 happened. d5 is on the board. This is going to be probably an easy one, right? After d5, what do you do here? White to move. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Everyone should be saying bishop takes d5 and we live. Pretty easy there. Bishop takes d5. So now we're hitting c7, but what d5 did is give this rook some squares, because if we move it off, in fact, one of the moves was rook e6. But if rook e6 happens, you can just snap, right? Bishop takes, and then play g5. He locked in here forever. Forever, the queen's locked in. That's literally crazy. Playing down a piece, like literally only playing with the rook. Or, yeah, literally only playing with the rook. That's crazy. d5. Bishop takes d5, rook d7, and then bishop c4. So we just back up, keep the pressure here. But now the rook can shuffle just a little bit. We also still have the a-pawn. And notice the move bishop to c4, because bishop c4 actually takes away another move for black. We already don't have any moves. And now you're taking away another one from me? How, that hurts, right? Like, so bishop to c4, stopping this pawn, and then a4 happens, because you don't really have much left to do. So a4 is on the board. In fact, let's actually see what happens on something like rook to d4. What if the rook does move off, right? What if something like rook d4 happens? Bam! Rook d4, what is rook d4 doing? Well, it's actually attacking. So if black is in the attacking mindset and you're not actually in the attacking mindset, wherever you are in your game, in your strength-wise, you need to pay attention to all checks and captures in every position. So after rook d4, actually right here is really nice. It's attacking, double attack, queen and the bishop. And we have a beautiful move here. Can you spot it? White to move. You go. Go now. Go now. Find it. White to move. What is it? Hurry up. You got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here it is. Bishop takes f7. Bishop takes f7. GG. You're like, how is it GG? Rook takes f7, right? And then if he takes my rook, then I'm going to take his queen. I should be winning, right? But you haven't looked at your checks, did you? Checks and captures every single move. Bam! Queen b8. And we great. And that's mate. How? Rook f8 right here. Rook f8 and then queen takes. Of course, you have your engine moves as well. Like, oh, maiden, whatever. Maiden 2. But I mean, it's because one of these is giving up the rook and then the other one is mate. So, rook d4 doesn't work. But because rook d4 doesn't work, after bishop c4, there's a4 from Stockfish here. a4 is just saying, hey, I don't have any other moves. Very simple way to put it. I have nowhere to move. White to move, g5. He locks it up. Some more, alpha 0. And then after g5, there's a3. There's really not much else to do. Now, you want to keep the pressure, but not change the position too much. So, queen f3. I'm just going to kind of get close to you, but I want to keep the pressure as well. And this queen move can be used to divert maybe the energy to a closer square or get more into the enemy position, also hitting the a3 pawn. Rook to c7. You also have rook a7. Let's say rook a7 defending this pawn right here because it is attacked. So then we can play queen to c6, which is really strong. Queen c6 is just getting real close to him. You also have queen takes c5. If rook to d8, stepping out of the way, rook d8. Which is actually, this move was given by the engine in this position. Like, rook d8, what are we even doing? But they don't have any moves, so what do you even do, right? Like, you can't blame them. They don't have any moves. Queen b6, forking the rooks, actually. This is pretty nice. And now if something like rook to b7, you can do bishop takes f7 check. You also have rook f7. This is nuts. It's just a nasty position. Nasty position. He's in a lot of trouble. But what about rook a to a8 right here? Like this, just backing up. No, and that's actually after queen b6. Or this one. Rook a7, queen c6, yeah. And then rook d8. And here, you can actually play rook a to a8 right now. That was something we looked at as well. Yeah, bishop takes f7. Same thing, rook takes, and then queen takes a8 is mate. Or the same sequence that we looked at before. You just have to block with the rook, mating again. Mating again. No good. So queen f3, rook c7, defending the c5 pawn. Okay, cool, it's defended. And now we just take on a3. It's very easy. Queen takes a3, and there's nothing you can do. In fact, now that the a pawn's gone, we have even more pressure that we can add to the entire position. It's just squeezing and squeezing and squeezing until there's nothing left to squeeze. And it's a wrap. Just like that. Game's basically over here. And this is what Stockfish did. This is how you know it's bad, right? And these are engines playing. You know it's bad when Stockfish makes this move. This is the move that was in the game in 2017. Queen takes f6. Oh, wow. Oh, that's how we doing it around here. Oh, wow. Queen takes f6. And still plays on, right? But, of course, white just crushes here. So the game's over. But this is a phenomenal way and phenomenal example of how, you know, you can't move, how to use the Zugzwang that you do have so that you can win the game here. d5 was the move by black because he needed to make the rook active. Bishop takes, and we tie everything down. Rook d7. Bishop c4, star move, stopping more of the pawns here, or stopping more of the pieces and restricting everything. You can't move, right? Don't move anything. a4, so he had to push. We play g5, lock it down, clown. Lock it down. And then a3, queen f3, rook c7, and we take on a3, and hopeless. Only can move literally one of your other pieces. How many pieces you got? 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's count them all. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. 8 pieces, and you can only move one of them. Insane. White, on the other hand, can move basically all of them, besides the pawns that are already locked up. Queen takes a3, queen takes f6, and GG. That was nice. That was really cool. I can't move. That was some Zugzwang stuff. Hopefully you learned something today. I hope you enjoyed it, though. I hope you enjoyed it. This was video 8, Tournament Guidebook. Axioms, one-liners, and mantras. It's a book coming out this year, so we got 100 videos to do. This is video 8. Make sure you go check out the rest of the videos in the playlist. Like, subscribe, share the video, all of the other good stuff if y'all want to see stuff, you know. Anything you guys want to see, of course, appreciate every last one of y'all. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Let's blow this thing up. We got more stuff coming, and yeah, that's it, guys. So we'll see you on video 9. Love all of you. I'll see you on the next video.